Hey, what's up, everybody? And honestly, I'm late for this review, and I didn't really think I was gonna do this review right now, but I'm only gonna do this review because one, let me just make a few quick notes here before we do begin this review off. One, I did watch Hard to Kill first, but I'm going to review that show with my friend, which should be coming up tomorrow and whatnot. Reason why I'm doing that because A, this was such a big show tonight. I did want to review my other co-host, but I have not heard from him throughout half the day or night, so I don't know if he even saw the show in that. So I want to do the review with my other friend. Like I said, it's one of them you heard on the end of the year review and whatnot, because it was a very big show, and I think it's worth talking about because a lot of surprises and there's a lot of things to talk about. And I want to put somebody on that one because I always keep saying I'm gonna do an Impact review with someone else and whatnot, like a co-joint thing. And I want to do Hard to Kill with someone else, so that review will be uploaded online tomorrow. Okay, now I guess since there was another wrestling show tonight, AEW Battle of the Belts, which didn't really feel like that all the way, which many changes right now with people either being taken off the show, which then again, that's happening with a lot of shows right now. People either getting taken off either due to injury or something to do with COVID right now. So, and obviously this was kind of played into tonight, but like I said, with Hard to Kill, I'll get into more of that tomorrow, okay? But with the Battle of the Belt show, there's a couple things to say about this, but at the same time, is like, was this show really needed for tonight? And was there really any hype to it? Did anybody really care about this show? Because I'm just doing it just for the fuck of it and kind of just giving you a heads up about the Hard to Kill review tomorrow and whatnot. But I guess there's a few things to say about this show then, because one, the TNT belt was on the line. Well, I should now say the interim TNT belt, which it was Dustin Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara. Cody Rhodes was not able to do this. Now I'm sure we all found this out last night on Rampage or whatnot, which I was kind of surprised. I'm like, wait, Cody's not in the match all of a sudden, which they said it was due to medical reasons. Apparently online they said it was due to either COVID concerns. I don't know if he did get COVID or not. I'm not really sure, but a lot of people were reporting it had to do with COVID and whatnot. So either it probably was someone exposed, or maybe it was exposed to somebody. I'm not really sure. Okay, I just know he was not able to do the match, so Dustin Rhodes was the replacement and whatnot. And listen, man, it was kind of predictable, anyways. And this was a very good match. I like Dustin Rhodes. Guevara's usually good too. There's a lot of things to say about this. Okay, just was a lot of insanity in this match. Where even I kind of felt like some stuff didn't make a lot of sense. I think it's kind of crazy when they go outside and yeah, it's kind of funny. Aubrey waits so long to count and whatnot that how long is it gonna be until you start counting Dustin and them outside the ring? It's actually like what for a fucking power driver outside and what she starts arguing with Arn Anderson because yeah, Arn did come out with Dustin and whatnot, but just I just thought it was kind of funny that how long does it take the referees to count out there? But this, like I said, this is a very good match. I know he said start off slow at first, before it kind of got in better, yeah, better throughout the match and whatnot. 'Cause I know Dustin got him with a crossroads, but Sammy was out to get him with the GTH then, which Dustin had kicked out. Next thing you know, Fuego del Sol comes out and he brings out a table from the under the ring and sets it up. Arn Anderson walks up to him, which for some reason Arn Anderson, like, he puts his finger like to the side like this. Like, I know we get the Glock joke and whatnot, but it's almost like he's about to pull the strap out on Fuego. I'm like, dude, I know you was about to Glock and all that, but like, we know you ain't got a Glock in your hand right now, okay? But basically, like, he's about to pull the strap out. Um, Sammy basically tried to get Dustin, kicking him, but Dustin hit a Canadian destroyer through the table on the outside. Like, wow, we've seen enough table spots go on the outside of the ring since Wednesday, which that turned out really bad. But yes, we had this dude did a fucking um a Canadian destroyer through the table outside, hit two crossroads, and try to do what Cody did with the Tiger Driver, but Sammy ended up like hitting a super kick, and then they both knock each other down, which personally, I thought that should have been over. I'm like, come on, this dude just killed him with a Canadian destroyer, which even though I know everybody does that move, but through a table on the outside, and then you hit the crossroads 2 times, and you still don't win. But Sammy ends up winning by roll up. Okay, after they just rolled up each other several times. Even I kind of rolled my eyes at that a little. Like I said, it wasn't a bad match, but I just think it's kind of crazy that okay, I hit you outside with a Canadian story. I hit you with 2 crossroads, and you still found a way to beat me by roll up. I thought that was kind of ridiculous. And like I said, I knew Sammy was gonna win, but still, that just looked kind of ridiculous to me. And, Sammy and Dustin, hugged and whatnot. But next thing you know, Daniel Garcia came out and argued with Guevara. They both brawled with each other for a second before the referees came out and stopped it. Basically, then Sammy in the back said he would face Garcia for the TNT title this Wednesday. So obviously, they did say it would be some type of unification match with Cody at some point. So I guess they're gonna do that until Cody is back from whatever medical thing or COVID thing. I'm not really sure, but whatever he comes back. But it's gonna be for some double title thing, which looks like it's happening a lot in wrestling right now. But you know, like I said, the match was the match, but I just kind of laughed at that finish because it didn't make sense to me in a way. But next, Ricky Starks versus Matt Sydal for the FTW title. I honestly didn't really care. The match was okay. It was what it was. Starks won, so dude, it's the FTW belt. Who's not? Who else from Team Taz is? Only Team Taz is gonna win that belt. Like, I forget that belt is even there. And then again, I remember the last time Ricky Starks even competed. To be honest, okay. Most of the time he's on Rampage on commentary. So I guess it was his first match in a while now. And then what? Dante Martin, which honestly, the whole Martin Team Taz thing, they really could have did more with that with Dante Martin part of the team, but they just kind of rushed the hell out of that. And basically, he goes out there, he clotheslines, um, what, fucking, did he clothesline Starks? Or was like, yeah, he clothesline Starks. I think Moriarty was out there with him. I know him and Hobbs had a stare down then. Yeah, him and Dante Martin, because they got a match coming up on Wednesday. So there you go. But like I said, the FTW belt was whatever. Next, Britt Baker went against Rio for the women's title. Um, I know throughout this match, Jamie Hayter looks like it was a lot of dissension between her and Baker, and Rebel getting involved, which I kind of wonder, will they leave this little group with Baker and whatnot? Once again, I look at this match like, come on, who really thought Baker was going to lose here? And then even in the finish, like, what? Baker goes for what? Trying to go for like an air raid crash and then bringing out the glove. And, she goes for a lockjaw thing, hits the curb stomp, which is like several reverses and whatnot. But, Hater and Rebel got involved because the table, and then, even Rebel using herself as a shield, and then they get ejected from the ring and stuff. And like, Rebel, not Rio, Baker just hit a curb stomp and then another lockjaw. And I'm sitting there wondering, like, my God, does it really take this much to beat Rio and whatnot? I'm sorry, okay? Like, I have people out say the same thing. It's just the size thing that it makes no sense sometimes, and it gets a little ridiculous after a while, depending who Rio's facing. It's like I say, it's more of a size thing. Like, we know how small Rio is. I've already said this before, and a lot of people I know don't look at it as believable and whatnot. So the match was what it was. Okay, Baker retained. Wasn't a bad match, but it got a little bit ridiculous in the end and whatnot. So come on, I never really believed Rio was going to beat Baker anyway. So Rio, that's funny. But yeah, Baker won, and then Jamie Hayter gave her back the belt, and they all hugged each other in the ring. Okay, so honestly, the only reason why I feel like this show even happened, because I'm like, you're doing a Battle of the Belt show. You just did 3 title matches last Wednesday on Dynamite. It's almost like you did these matches because, A, you wanted to get more on the show and whatnot. So, well, like, AEW's done, like, what, 3 shows this week? You've done Dynamite, you've done... I'm not even counting the Dark and Elevation shit, but, you've done Dynamite, you've done Rampage, and now you've done this Battle of the Belts thing tonight, okay? It's whatever. All right, it was whatever to me. Honestly, you could have put these matches on Rampage, okay? It's almost like it was an episode of Rampage for 1 hour. The only difference is it was just on a Saturday night and whatnot, and that was it, okay? So this is why I watched Hard to Kill first, because I really had no interest in this. Like, Cody was off the show, that was kind of part of it. Huh. Sorry about that. Huh. It's like a noise from there. But like I said, Cody wasn't on the show. Um, God was already a big part of it. You had to replace. It was a mid-level show, okay? It was very predictable. Nobody didn't really care that much about it. It was a just mid-level show, very mid, okay? I even got to the point like, what is the point of this show? Is you just doing this just because? Because it was like another episode of Rampage for 1 hour. So like I said, I picked a better show to watch tonight, and that was Hard to Kill. All right, that was a way better show on pay-per-view, and anybody can tell you that with a blind eye. And then again, I heard people watching more football than they were this 1 hour episode of this Battle of the Belts thing. Maybe in the future they can have something better, but this was not the show to go for. And then again, I don't even honestly know why they needed to do this show. I really don't, okay? It was just like watching Rampage. And this was live, too, so I'm sure they had some house show going on after this, too, for like 1 hour. Because, like, were they in the same city? Like, did they have David Crockett out there again, like they had on the Christmas episode? Except now they're giving it the title to Sammy this time. Because, like, Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where they were tonight. So, I'm sure they had, like, a house show or whatever was going on there. But, you know, it's not much to say about this Battle of the Belts thing. Okay, it really isn't. It's just like it's not like any other big title matches on the line. We did all those on Wednesday. Okay, so that's my review. It's not much I could say. I know I've said a few things in the past 12 minutes now, but it's the only match I really would go back and watch. Is just the Dustin Sammy thing, and that was very predictable. So, like I said, it's not much I can really take out of all this. Okay, I really can't. But like I said, tomorrow we'll be back with the Hard to Kill review. Joint one. We're gonna have a lot to say about that. Okay, but I'm out of here. I see you guys then. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hood Knight 890. Peace out.